So once again, we are still at the Greenwood Car Show, and we are checking out some of the craziest, coolest stuff. Electric Mini. Oh my gosh. It's part of the Boxy Car Museum.
Boxy Coffee Museum.
Boxy Coffee Museum.
Yeah.
So what's your name, and tell us all about this? What's going on?
Oh, well, my name is Abby, and I work at the Boxy Coffee Museum. I'm actually in charge of the coffee part, but I do know something about the electric cars, and I'm pretty interested and excited about the idea of converting vintage cars to electric.
That's very cool.
And so the Mini.
Tell me about the Mini. What do we got going on here? What are we looking at?
Well, I'll do my best. This is a 1978 Austin Mini that has been converted over several years, and several different people have worked on it. So it's not like a totally easy answer because, you know, it happened in phases and things were done over again. But basically it's got a Honda Civic conversion kit in it. So it's got a Honda transmission and then a Honda engine. And the battery pack gives it a range of about 80 miles, which is like more than enough to get around the city and enough to go, you know, on some little excursions. Last weekend, or maybe 2 weeks ago, I went to Chateau Saint Michel with this thing, and
oh wow,
came back.
80 miles is a very competent city car, and for a conversion, that's not bad at all.
No.
And Honda transmission, I assume it's just like a locked-in third or something like that.
You can shift this car.
Oh, you can shift.
Yeah. But you also don't have to.
But you also don't have to because
Yeah.
you got instant torque at 0 RPM.
Right.
And 80 miles of range. And 1978, so you got some real cool vintage touches on it. It looks every bit like what you'd expect of a 1978 Austin Mini.
And it's such a pleasure to drive. Just because it's fun and it makes other people happy. You wouldn't believe how many people see you go by and just sort of smile. They like can't help themselves. They're like, oh my God, that is the cutest thing ever.
Isn't it? When I walked by, that was my instant reaction, and
Yeah.
I had to say hello. And these tires are adorable.
Yeah.
That is so cute and silly and tiny. What's the top speed? I don't know.
I haven't really topped it out.
Haven't needed to. Probably in the 80-ish range, just like when it was a gasoline
It should
car.
be about the same, yeah.
Yeah, it should be comparable.
I guess I'm gonna have to find out.
A lot more hardware in the back. Oh yeah, that's perfectly.
Yeah, this is
that's
the battery
good modern
pack.
stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
I went to a shop in London that does these all day.
Yeah.
And they're not super cheap.
No, they're not super cheap.
Now, those guys are using Nissan Leaf batteries. This battery looks more hand assembled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These battery packs are actually from China, but
Oh, so I got you. So they're not salvage batteries. They're real batteries from
yeah, they're lithium batteries.
new. Yeah.
Yeah,
new
this is a pretty fresh pack, like
Yeah.
last year or something.
And those handles suggest that when you need to service it, you just remove the entire pack. Take these brackets off.
Yeah, that would be how you would have to do it.
So it is a bit serviceable, which for a home build is absolutely what you need. To charge, you're just using 220.
Yep, just charge it.
Oh, look at that. That's
How you plug it
simple,
in.
elegant, does the job.
Absolutely.
Are any of these other cars with you?
These yellow ones are both with
The
me.
yellow ones are. These I imagine you might have less information on, but they're so gosh darn cute.
Oh, well, the Comuta-Car is actually really interesting because this is the most produced electric car before Tesla.
Wow.
It was made in Florida in the 1980s. I'm not sure how many they made, but I mean, it was in the thousands.
I've seen pictures of them. I don't know that I've ever seen one in real life.
Right.
That is, a little terrifying, I suppose.
Yeah, slightly.
Yeah,
But-
you know, it's what you get when you're producing in such small numbers.
Yeah.
And probably for limited use cases. Do you know what the range is on this guy?
I'm not sure.
That's all right. Doesn't matter.
40 miles.
Probably 40 miles.
Probably. That seems about reasonable because it's an older design. It's an older everything.
It's kind of heavy too.
And it is. Well, the frame in there being aluminum helps, but it is a thick frame.
Yeah.
And I imagine they wanted to overdo the safety a bit on account of its size. What's the other yellow one over there?
Well, this is a one-of-a-kind car. It's called the Dolphin.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful. I really like it. I'm going to sneak past you here.
Tomorrow?
No.
So this
Yeah,
is
it is.
Patrol.
Yeah.
manufacturer, Nomad Design, Dolphin Electric. All right. What year was this built?
I think it was built around 2000.
Around 2000.
I'm not positive.
That's a great
It
design.
wasn't. It was originally built with a Vespa engine and then
Oh.
converted to electric.
Oh, neat. That's a neat way to do it.
Yeah.
And that's very cool.
But yeah, it's a one-of-a-kind design. I can't remember the name of the guy who built it at the moment, but he designs race cars.
But he designs race cars.
Yeah.
That is so cool and beautiful. And I love it. And it is a two-seater, even though it doesn't quite look like it. There is a second
Technically,
seat.
yes.
How does one get in?
There's a door on this side.
Oh, there is a door.
Yeah.
And
Here.
there's a roof panel that goes on with a nice little gasket. Oh yeah, that'll get you in just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the soda away from it, Jackson.
Yeah, that's a. And the door is metal.
This is fiberglass.
That's fiberglass.
I believe.
The whole thing
I think the
looks
whole
like
thing is.
looks like fiberglass, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Whoops.
It's a shame there's only one. Oh, and they made it look like there's a door, even though there isn't. That's a very clever
Yeah, it's
design.
it's a very good design.
So why does Backy Coffee Museum have cars?
Well, it's because my boss, Kent Boxy, is passionate about coffee and electric cars.
And that's
and
cool.
so we have these things. And you're welcome to take a coloring sheet.
I won't need one, but I will show it because if you're going to be passionate, you might as well do the whole shebang.
You might as well do the whole shebang.
Yeah.
And they go together, cars and coffee. It makes sense.
Don't they?
They definitely
I feel like they should make a show out of that.
Yeah.
Now who's the comedian? All right, well, very cool. At the museum, tell us you've also got how many espresso machines?
Oh, hundreds.
Hundreds of all kinds. Antique, vintage, imported, domestic. You've got
Yeah, absolutely.
an absolute smattering of anything that
I
could
think a smattering is a really good way to describe it.
be. Yeah.
Yeah, we have as much as possible, and like all ends of the spectrum. You know, from coffee for everybody to, you know,
To giant machines that
yeah, and grinders, and you know, different methods of preparing espresso.
Yeah.
And really demonstrating like the passion, like over hundreds of years, that people have like never given up this quest for the perfect cup of coffee,
That is very cool.
and it's still going on. So
Yeah. So I guess I would ask in the comments, what did we miss? What did we misunderstand? You know, we've got a lot of cool stuff going on here. All these cool cars. So let us know in the comments. What do we miss? What do we misunderstand? Stay tuned. Stay juicy. All that good stuff. You know what you're doing. And can't wait to hear from you clever robots next time I get to the next car, I guess.
Oh, okay.
You want to get out and look at it?
Door on one side or both?
Just one more.
Yeah. On the British side.
Well, it's actually on the side, so when you park, you don't have to step out into traffic.
Oh, that's actually, you know what? That is a good point. And I just love the finish on it. These were just so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
Little musty.
Well, this one's been sitting for several years.
Yeah.
I cleaned out the worst of it.
And it's, yeah.
It's fiberglass.
Yeah, so that's why it's so clean, is because it ain't rusting.
Yeah, and this one, I had two out. My previous two died in a fire. So I picked up this one because the guy's selling it really cheap for the condition it's in. It needs some work. It's not operational.
How much was it?
I don't remember. $1,500 or something?
Oh, that's free. I love the golf ball dipples, just in case that actually works.
Yeah, they supposedly it might. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's cute.
But it's worth a shot, and it's fiberglass, so it's not like it's a big ask.
I actually have, this is the jelly bean model with a rounded back. I also have,
Oh, I see.
I also
Jelly
have
bean.
one of the pizza butts, a different color, at home.
Pizza butts.
Pizza butt.
Uh-huh.
It was designed for Domino's Pizza delivery vehicle.
Huh. Well, I'll
So
be.
they built a bunch of those, and I have one of those at home, but it's in really bad shape.
That's fun. So this, by the way, is what we call bonus material. We just kind of smack this in at the end after the credits for people who actually stick around that long, and they get to see a little bit more.
Okay.
That's how it works.